Christine was a beautiful young woman, with ebony skin that glowed like polished onyx and a captivating presence that could turn heads, even in the busiest streets of her bustling town. Her eyes were almond-shaped, deep and mysterious, like a midnight sky filled with untold stories. She had moved to the city from her rural village with dreams of making a better life for herself. Cooking had always been her passion, and she believed it was her ticket to success. In the heart of the city, Christine opened a small food stall by the marketplace. She sold a variety of dishes, but her specialty was her pepper soup, a dish so rich and flavorful that anyone who tasted it would be left craving more. Despite her undeniable talent, Christine struggled to make sales. The competition was fierce, and the city folk were skeptical of newcomers. As the days turned into weeks and her savings dwindled, Christine grew desperate. She prayed for a miracle, but none came. Then, one evening, as she walked home through the dark alleyways, she overheard a group of women gossiping outside a morgue. "Did you hear? They say water used to wash the dead has special powers. Some claim it can bring wealth and prosperity," one woman whispered. Christine's heart skipped a beat. Could this be the answer to her prayers? The idea seemed absurd, even grotesque. But desperation has a way of clouding judgment. That night, unable to sleep, Christine wrestled with her thoughts. By dawn, her desperation had outweighed her reservations. The next evening, Christine returned to the morgue under the cover of darkness. She bribed one of the morgue attendants, a frail old man who seemed to care little about ethics, to give her a bucket of the water used to clean the corpses. Her hands trembled as she carried the bucket back to her stall, but she convinced herself that this was a necessary step for her survival. The following day, Christine added the water to her cooking. She whispered a silent prayer as she stirred her pepper soup, hoping that the rumors about its power were true. When she served her first customer, a middle-aged man with a weary face, he took one sip and his eyes lit up. "This is the best pepper soup I've ever tasted," he exclaimed, calling his friends over to try it. Word spread quickly, and soon Christine's stall was flooded with customers. Her food became the talk of the town. People claimed it had a magical quality, an irresistible flavor that lingered long after the meal was over. Christine's business boomed, and she finally began to see the success she had always dreamed of. But with success came questions. Rival cooks grew suspicious, wondering how a newcomer could outshine seasoned vendors. Some whispered that she used exotic ingredients. Others claimed she had a secret family recipe. Christine smiled through the rumors, carefully guarding her secret. Months passed and Christine's wealth grew. She moved into a luxurious apartment, bought expensive clothes, and even sent money back to her family in the village. Yet despite her outward success, she was haunted by guilt. Each time she went to the morgue to collect the water, she felt a pang of shame. But the allure of prosperity was too strong to resist. One day, an old woman came to her stall. She was frail and hunched over, with a piercing gaze that seemed to look straight into Christine's soul. The woman ordered a bowl of pepper soup and ate slowly, savoring each bite. When she was done, she leaned in close and whispered, "Your success has a price, child. Beware of the path you walk." Christine's heart raced, but she forced a smile. "I don't know what you're talking about, Mama." The old woman chuckled. The dead don't sleep when their essence is disturbed. They will come for what is theirs. That night, Christine had a nightmare. She saw shadowy figures, their faces pale and lifeless, reaching out to her with bony hands. They whispered her name, their voices echoing with sorrow and anger. She woke up drenched in sweat, but she dismissed the dream as a product of her guilt. As weeks turned into months, strange things began to happen. The morgue attendant who had been helping her fell ill and passed away under mysterious circumstances. Customers started complaining of odd dreams after eating her food. Some even claimed to see apparitions near her stall. The whispers about Christine took a darker turn, and soon the city was abuzz with rumors of witchcraft. One fateful evening, as Christine was closing her stall, a group of angry townsfolk confronted her. They accused her of using dark magic to enchant her food. At first, she denied the allegations, but when someone produced evidence, a bucket of water hidden near her stall, her secret was exposed. The crowd turned into a mob, chasing Christine through the streets. She ran as fast as her legs could carry her, but there was no escape. The townsfolk banished her from the city, warning her never to return. Christine fled to a remote village, her dreams shattered and her reputation in ruins. She lived in isolation, haunted by the choices she had made. Each night, she heard the whispers of the dead, a constant reminder of the price she had paid for her fleeting success. Over time, Christine realized that true wealth could never come from deceit or desperation. She vowed to redeem herself, dedicating her life to helping others. She became a healer, using her knowledge of herbs and spices to cure ailments and feed the hungry. Though she could never erase her past, Christine found a measure of peace in her new path, hoping that one day the spirits she had wronged would forgive her